I really grew as a person.
It was one of the best decisions I've ever made, period.
It opened my eyes.
It was the most fun I ever had.
This is Study Abroad.
I guess as far as academics go, this school is a lot more intense than I first thought. Coming from an American school system, we don't really specialize until you get to college, and even then, it's probably after your freshman year, whereas these kids have been focused on the same exact course of study since apparently they were 16, is what I've been told. So it's not so much that it's any harder than the US system, more so it's just they have a lot more familiarity with it. And so you'll sit there and feel like you're behind, but I've met with a lot of the teachers and it doesn't really feel like that. They are really reassuring. They're all familiar with the US system, so I think as a student, if you're a bit more proactive, you'll be fine.
My favorite class right now, I have to say, is fashion journalism. My school is more like print journalism or like political science and stuff like that, so you don't get a chance to really explore different specifications in the field. And I had so much fun. We had like one real class and I was just like ecstatic. I was walking out of there, I was like, obviously I'm going to be a fashion journalist now. So the teachers or lecturers are very hands-on. Immediate feedback in class. We're doing like exercises, and we already have a paper due at the end of this week of reviewing a catwalk restaurant or travel experience. So it's just really fun. I think it's just interesting, and she's already like given recommendations of different events to go to that I've been to, and it's allowed me to get around the city. So it's really cool.
So I'm taking that Architecture of London class. I'm also taking a History of London class, so I feel like I really know a lot about London's history. I'm taking a British youth culture class, so learning about youth groups and different cultures from like the 50s up until now, which is a really interesting class.
I kind of had the choice of what I wanted to take. I had like a list of classes and I chose those because they would transfer to my home institution, but they're actually really interesting, and I have a friend in one of my classes who took the same class at home, but she just wanted to take it here, and she said it's completely different and it offered a whole new perspective on the topic for her.
Something that's pretty cool is we have seminars. So you always have a lecture for a class, and then the seminar is outside of that. And I feel like the seminar is where you get the bulk of what just happened, because the lectures are very much no interaction, so that's what's different. There's a lot less interaction with the teacher than I guess in the US, specifically like depending on the class size. But for how small these classes are, you'd think that there'd be a lot more like back and forth, but it's really not like that. They kind of run through what that you think you should be learning, and then in the seminar it's a lot more interactive, like, okay, what are you confused about? And like they'll go down the list and answer every question. So that is awesome. Like it's so helpful to sort of get back on track.
GW, and I think American colleges in general, very big on participation, coming to class and like testing you and making sure that you're like reading and doing the work and like really on you. Here it's not like that at all. I think Jamie made the joke of like, we don't give praise for just showing up, because obviously you're going to show up if you're paying for it. And that's actually very valid, but it's kind of dangerous to me because I'm so used to like someone, like the fear of getting something wrong or losing points. So you really have to be on your work, doing your thing, like focus, time management, all of that. Other than that, I think it's pretty simple, to be honest. It's pretty straightforward.